My mom was a beautiful woman, mentally and physically. Very attractive to multi aspects of men of many ethnic backgrounds. And she pulled herself up with that beauty like a Dorothy Dandridge. And probably was one of the first black women that we got to look at. That black and white and us all looked at and said, wow, what a beautiful creature. What a beautiful human being. So when my mom lived out her life, she pulled herself up. Her dream was to be a dancer and an actor, so she bred a lot of that into me. So she became a model, and she accomplished a lot, and which supported me and gave me the courage to push on, to always believe that I could be whatever I desired to be. With all the dialogue coming in, you can't be this, you can't do this, you can't be an actor, you can't be a model, you can't be a dancer, you can't be a writer, a designer of clothes, all the things that she taught me and inspired in me to create my foundation of an image to project, to become like you would be a football player. Starting at the little leagues. Well, my little leagues was the training my mother put me through modeling classes, through the etiquette of knowing how to dress, to her making my clothes and my sister's clothes and teaching me how to do that, to how to clean a house, to how to cook. As a male, not just looking at a female to come into my life to take on all, as a father. And it helped me when my marriage didn't work and I had to raise my son. So a lot of the journeys of knowing both sides of the roles of the parent to take on was a blessing that my mom gave me. But when my mom caught cancer and was on her way out, and my sister and my son came together to spend the last days of my mother's life. And we realized we couldn't do it alone, so we had to have the help. And we put her in hospice, and she wanted to go there. Also, as a black woman, as a woman, period. She made sure that she had everything covered, so when her children came in to help her die, to leave, to go to the journey of seeing the great spirit that she believed in, and seeing our elders and my great-grandmothers and my mothers and my aunts and my uncles, that she instilled in me that were always with her. Those were elements that she drew on in spiritual being, just not a preacher, but that family structure of the storytelling that my great-grandparents, that experience of great-grandparents, parents, uncles, aunts, families of 16 on one side, 12 or other, that created that family structure of storytelling beyond books. And but my mom looked at me and she said, son, she says, I'm ready to go. She says, when I can't get up and go to the bathroom, and I have to lay in my waist, and I have to wear a diaper, and I look in the mirror and I don't know that face anymore, because my mother was a beautiful woman. I don't know who that is anymore, and the pain has taken my wisdom and my being about even believing in trying to exist here anymore. There's no reason for me to be here anymore. The history of my mom's life, I saw her quit at a certain point. And what inspired me were those last words she said, I don't know who that is in the mirror anymore, and I don't like what I see, because that's not me. So at 72 years old, and the training I got coming up through the arts and the journey of what to eat, that journey of getting off of just sex, drugs, and rock and roll and living that lifestyle, and changing my whole way of being and thinking, and then being blessed with a child, with a son, and were the breaks that made me look at some things in my life, but that brought me the greatest peace in my being, along with my child, along with my energy, my spiritual being, about believing that there's a reason for me to be here, and to find that reason and try to be the best I can be, and to try to leave this place that I didn't ask to come to a little better than it was when I was here, for the future of mankind, which are the children. So I changed my lifestyle. And now when I look in the mirror, I look in the mirror with pride, because I was considered to be one beautiful, gorgeous man. When I was told, black, stand back, you're white, you're right. And that journey took me through Many people not wanting to put me in that journey of being a man of color because I could look Native American, I could look Spanish. So they wanted to classify me because of my talent as something else. My family said, never forget your identity. Remember who you are and what you've been, so that the journey on who you want to be and where you want to go has a foundation and a base. And that was a woman. The women of my family, not the men, were the strength.